Welcome back, everyone, to episode 16 of our Modded Crawl Friends campaign for the Empire. We started a war against Draika last turn. Oh, she's actually come this way. That's bad. I thought she wouldn't do that because we actually spent some money upgrading Talabheim, but hopefully her army is not that great. But that's probably not the case. Boris was going to come down and try to deal with her, but looks like he's going to be a little bit slow catching up. Our war against Norska has gone alright, although I don't know where that army just retreated that we had basically killed off. I'm gonna guess they're over here somewhere. We'll march around here. Hopefully you see. Okay, awesome. I guessed right. I didn't know if they went this way or that way.
Yes, sound plan.
I'm gonna be able to reach him, but he's gonna be able to retreat, unfortunately.
Yes.
Elspeth, let's level up your warrior priest. Righteous Fury's awesome. Sirtha Ek. Oh no, it's not Sirtha Ek, it's Snager Ek. It's not the chariot master himself. Unfortunately, we can't really go on the offensive right now against Norska because for some reason, even though it's a port city, it won't let us attack the port. We have to go all the way around the long way. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to set an ambush in the meantime. Hopefully both those armies come. You're going to go into march stance once again. We just got to try to catch this guy and kill him off. The Wolfenburg, let's keep upgrading your gold mine. Okay, the headquarters for the Stubborn Bulls gives leadership and melee defense when defending. And at tier 5, or that's upgraded tier, we get just more upkeep production, sure. Middenheim. And oh, we can open the gates now. That means we'll be able to get Middenheim to tier 5 really quick. We want to wait till we get to 5 surplus or to 3 surplus before we use open the gates, though. But oh, Bellacor's down here. That's not great. So keep upgrading our infrastructure. We need to make more money. Gold as well. Okay, Lord Voss, you should be able to fight and win at Averheim. It is getting a garrison upgrade next turn, so we want to do it now. His army gets unbreakable when we're fighting against the Undead. So, ooh, you lose 2 of your electric out handgunners. I might have to bring Karl Franz over to reinforce real fast then. Or this guy, actually. Because, yeah, he can't reach Schwarzhofen this turn, so we'll bring him up this way to help out. That way Karl Franz can move in. Oh, there's a Beastman army, too. Sweet. We need one more battle against the Beastmen to unlock our Grand Master of the Knights Panther. You don't really get much money for sacking it, so we're just going to occupy it.
What does the Emperor bid?
If I march, you just don't get much further. But we have Averlin now. That is another electric count opening. Karl Franz can keep moving in towards Castle Drakenfels, or Drakenhof. Drakenfels is the Barrow Legion. Ooh, we can actually get a fair amount from sacking that, almost 5,000. So let's do that. Wait, Castle Tempelhof got raised? Are the vampires at war with the greenskins? Oh, they are. Okay, that's probably why Vlad has got demolished the last couple of turns. I didn't see that. Let's keep buffing our cavalry now that we have some of them. Oh no, you've already leveled up enough. It's just these 2 that we need to finish off. So he gets Unbreakable at an Executioner when he's near an enemy lord or hero. Sweet. Our Jade Wizard, let's take Earthing, because we do overcast your spells quite a bit.
I command here.
The Moot. We'll upgrade that. Averheim, let's get Growth. I don't need this.
I will marshal the band.
Okay, I'm gonna have you come out this way, and I want to recolonize Castle Tempelhof. Königstein doesn't look like it's going to be attacked anytime soon, so I'm actually going to build some income buildings there. Work bad, let's build you up. We have some growth already. Ooh, the Knights Raven headquarters. Sweet. Although this gives... Wow, this gives vampiric corruption? Oh, -2. I was like, it causes vampiric corruption? Sure, we'll do that. This guy is going to join Lord Voss. I want to start getting that reduced upkeep. Please and thank you. Ulrika, let's keep doing increased mobility because we don't have an engineer yet. Empire Captain, hit points.
Yes, my lord.
Adrian Hoven, we need to do the same thing. We need to get upkeep reductions. For you, let's reduce ones of magic cost from metal spells, though this also boosts income. Engineer, extra powder, really nice. It gets the extra range from gun sight. Empire Captain, Foe Seeker, Foe Seeker. This engineer, do we have any chariots or anything? Nope. Or war machines? No, so we'll keep going for it. Ammunition. Forward save and tools of judgment, both of those are great. Especially fighting against the Undead, who does have lots of terror causing units. Let's finish off Flamestorm.
To the provinces.
We need to... Siegfried. Oh no, this guy's back. This is our Grand Master of the Knights Griffin. Although Siegfried will be back in one turn, but we can... Is there someone we want to assign to this? Is what does Averlin get? Increased casualty replenishment for that arm, plus growth in all provinces. And the Everlyn Runefang is a debuffing item that reduces melee attack, base weapon damage. That actually might not be bad to fight greenskins.
I will.
Because you are getting bonuses. You're getting Vanguard deployment and local recruitment. That's not great, so let's switch you over to this one. Oh, where can I find him? You're better there. Yeah, this is just reduced upkeep for crossbows and spearmen, so it doesn't really matter who I choose for now.
I am Prince and Emperor. What does the Emperor bid?
Okay, Bellicor, how do you feel about me?
Not to question me.
Okay, he really does not like us, and he's allied with
Accept it.
some of our enemies, so he's probably going to declare war once he deals with what's his face? Corona. Why does Tyrion not like us? We kept using our imperial decrees to increase our relations, but he ended our trade agreement for some reason. Which I have a bunch of extra at the moment, so I should use that for... Okay, we want to improve it with 18. Let's do some with Yvres as well, just to make sure he doesn't stop liking me. The Ubersreich, I don't... I can say I don't need the garrison, but I mean the landmark, but it actually might not be bad in case Bellicor declares war on me. And we can get the Vermintide army from that. We'll worry about it in a little bit. Okay, you guys are kind of where I want you to be. Strikeout, we can't do anything about this turn. We should have enough anti-large to be able to deal with her. We've got pretty good units.
Who calls?
Okay, we haven't moved Marcus Wolfhard. That's who I was forgetting about, because we lost a lot of his army.
Marcus Wolfhard.
We had the bonuses to Emperor's Finest and missile units. Let's get Mighty Forge, actually, for the ward save on our steam tanks. So that's going to help them quite a bit. Let's do Cleanse Corruption still and Tools of Judgment, because Khorne does have terror-causing stuff. Reload time reduction, and... Ooh, what is Endurance? Reduce attrition for your army and ambush defense chance. Yeah, let's do that. You get... Oh, income from post-battle loop faction-wide and sacking from faction-wide. Awesome. More melee defense. What about you? What do you get? Resourceful. 15% from trade tariffs. Sweet. Man, that's awesome. Let's get more ammunition. That should like bump our income up quite a bit. Yeah. And those are really good skills. Okay, you're just going to keep an eye on that. Let's move out with you. I need money, so I'm going to take that. We can't make it there in one turn, so what we're going to do is go into encampment stance right here. What are the Electric Camp State troops of Averland? Oh, the Noble Sons, that's right. We need... I really want these guys so we can get the last two Grand Masters. Because this is part of Sylvania. That's Solent. To fight Khorne, what would be good? We have firepower. We don't have any front line. We'll get this next turn, so I don't have to pay for the upkeep this turn, because I don't think we're going to be attacked. I'm actually going to get rid of this guy, so we can free up an engineer slot somewhere else. Because you do not have an engineer, which this guy's coming to join you. Let's send one of your captains back. Oh no, you already have one.
Yes.
What does Boris's army not have? You don't have an Empire captain.
Yes.
It will be an
I can't send you out this turn. That's okay.
Yes. To unite the provinces.
We can get more wizards pretty soon. You don't have any heroes, so let's get some for you. Can we recruit any up here? Nope. How about you? Nope, so this is going to be our nearest spot. Let's get him an engineer. Perceptive. Perceptive is actually really good.
engineer.
You start coming that way, and we'll get a wizard once our landmark is finished. Oh, the extra growth we were going to use on Middenheim once it gets up. Because it has like, what, a 5-turn cooldown, I think? Yeah, I think we're good for this turn. Oh, we had another province, which is probably, yeah, probably that. We've pretty much dealt with the corruption here, so let's switch this over to growth. And I'm going to keep some money in reserve just in case we have some unexpected things happen.
You are not welcome in my court.
Okay, no peace. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay. That's fine. Tloxon is getting a garrison. We shouldn't have a rebellion there. If I can take these two cities, then we can start moving towards his last settlements over here. But that will bring us into contact with the Vampire Coast, who we will have to watch out for. I'm expecting the Wood Elves right here to attack, yeah, Talabheim. Can we win that if we fight it? They only have one infantry unit, and it's ranged. I guess they have 3, sorry, 3. And everything else is large. Coadil. Can I win that? Depends on what type of siege map it is. Okay, this one's actually not bad because this is a very defensible spot in the back. Let's try to fight this actually. This is a battle of attrition, war of attrition with the Wood Elves. They're coming to attack Telepine. And I know we're not going to be able to hold it, but we need to try to do some damage so they can't just run rampant through our lesser defended territory. So we're going to take the siege battle. We have retreated all of our guys back, and we're going to try to defend this more defensible point. It does have 2 nice tower slots, along with some of these barricade locations, which we can use to build some leadership melee defense points, but gonna be a little while, a little bit of wait till they get through and start to send some forces after us. The big problem is, for the Wood Elves, they have lots of flying units, 1 Feral Manticore, 4 things of Cave Bats, and Great Hawks. So they have lots of problematic units for us. Draka leading the attack along with her Waystalker and Coadil. We have no chance of killing him, but we're going to try to do some damage to stuff that comes for us up here. They're trying to use the arrows of Kurnos from that Waystock, and luckily enough, it's getting blocked by these walls. But we have set up ourselves to be as defensible as possible. Our crossbows are going to be the key units for dealing damage and just killing off as many of these units as we can for this defense. Because they're coming at us with flying units, normally we'd want anti-large, but cave bats are actually considered small entities, if I can find the right one. So they will not be afflicted by the bonus versus large of our halberdiers and spearmen. So that's why we actually decided to keep our swordsmen in the back, because they will actually be more effective at killing the cave bats in melee than our halberdiers would. So we're just going to do our best to get these towers up in time. We have explosive towers, crossbows. We'll hit these guys as soon as they're in range. Not too much infantry for the Wood Elves. 3 units of range units, 1 Deepwood Scouts, and 2 Glade. Where can I find them? Glade Guard. But 3 or 4 units of giant spiders and giant wolves, feral bears. And of course, a malevolent treeman clearing the back, and 2 things of malevolent treekin. These guys are very, very nasty. They're super hard to kill normally, even just the regular versions of Wood Elves, but they get a ward save because of Coadil, lots of physical resist. They have frenzy because they are malevolent treekins. That makes them much more dangerous in melee. But we're just using the time we have. Try to kill these cave bats as quick as we can. They did get on one of our crossbows, but we're bringing up the swordsmen and these halberdiers to try to get some kills off and pull their crossbows back in time. They did manage to kill one of them, but our swordsmen are going to do alright. These guys, for some reason, having a hard time actually chasing them. There we go. Now they're actually getting on them, but luckily for us, they've kind of been coming in piecemeal up until now. But 3 cave bats on its way, along with the Great Hawks. We're going to try to get some focus fire down as soon as they're in range. If we can get good volley off with all of our guys, this should go down almost all at once. Yes, there we go. About 4/5 of their health. A lot of the models are dead. And they do rout before they actually get to melee. Awesome. We are going to hopefully kill them, though. 21 models still left. Luckily, the Great Hawks have been the slowest one, because these guys are the biggest problem. Because they are large entities, and they have more mass, so they're able to push through. But cave bats, yeah, just getting shot out of the sky. Many birds with 1 stone. Last one, taking a while to get over, because they're flying over some of this harder territory, but the Feral Manticore is on its way as well. Great Hawks, very, very nasty. Very, very fast, so we're going to try to get whatever volleys we can, but bringing in the halberdiers to come help, along with some spearmen. Fortunately, they do kind of get in a perfect spot. Kept some swordsmen in reserve. just in case. We'll try to use their mask to lock these guys down while the halberdiers come in for the kill. But the first actual melee units for the Wood Elves are coming in. Some giant wolves. They are going to get wrecked by these halberdiers. But they're still going to be able to do a fair amount of damage just because of their high weapon strength. But shouldn't be too bad. Last thing of cave bats coming in along with the manticore. The Greyhawk's actually not going down as quickly as I would have hoped. And they have actually got a few kills on our crossbowmen. Luckily, we have protected them fairly well up until now. Kill about 3/4 of their models, but they are going to live. Hopefully they get off to the edge of the map. But the manticore coming in on some crossbows, so we're going to bring over those halberdiers. That's going to be an ideal target for them. Hopefully we can get it to rampage so it doesn't run away. But Glade Guard and Deepwood Scouts finally coming in, trying to get some shots off on our spearmen, which fortunately they're actually doing a fair amount of damage. But Malevolent Treekin moved in. We have managed to get the defensive point for the barricade there, so it is providing some extra leadership and melee defense on these guys. Both of our cannons are up and running, but having a hard time picking the targets we want, though. But the Greyhawks have been dealt with, but they might come back in just a second. Yep, that's unfortunate. But our crossbows have almost got out of the way. Halberdiers closing in on the manticore. We did leave one swordsman back, so they're going to try to rout these Greyhawks for good. Unfortunately, some of our crossbows have been taking some casualties, so they're taking a little bit too much damage. Yeah, look at these Malevolent Treekin over here, though. 14 kills very, very quickly, especially with the other cave bats and the giant wolves absorbing a lot of the damage. Over here, giant spiders are fighting spearmen. Normally this would be a decent matchup for us, but we're actually getting poison, which is actually going to lower our damage quite a bit. On this side, our other barricade is almost up. We are getting some pot shots off their crossbows, killing these giant wolves and giant spiders. Try to deal with that flank so we can focus more over on this side. But now that the hawks have been dealt with, our swordsmen are free, so we're going to go over to help those spearmen who are kind of getting targeted down. Feral Manticore getting a few kills off on our halberdiers, but they're doing really, really well at poking this guy's health down. But now the true threats of the enemy forces have come. The Feral Bears, along with the Waystalker, Raika herself, and Colidil, who does cause terror. Malevolent Treeman is still a while away. The other unit of Treekin on their way, but those Glade Guard with Hadron tips getting some good shots off on our guys, though. Unfortunately, their shields are not positioned quite right, so it is bypassing some of their missile luck chance, not all of it. But they're doing plenty of damage. Manticore just barely gets away with 5 HP, but hopefully we can get one more volley off and kill it. But this, Waking the Wood right there actually kind of missed some of our units, so luckily for us, but then we got the Flock of Doom coming down from Coadil. And yeah, that's just going to rout those guys very, very quickly. Muster of Benevolence as well, doing damage along with reducing their Baker, which reduces their leadership even more. We have our Halberdiers who came after we actually did manage to kill the Manticore. They're going to try to provide a last little defense before we lose all of our leadership, but crossbows may be able to get one more volley down, try to kill some of these giant wolves. Very, very close. Colidil just stomping through. There's another big spell from him, and that's just going to rout us. Yeah, we knew we were going to lose it, but oh, dang it. We can say I thought we had wiped out units, but apparently Foe-bats can survive if they have 5 models left. So that sucks, but we did kill a Manticore. And they decided to sack it instead of just occupying it, which is good, because they're not going to be able to heal. And Boris is on his way. He hates the beastmen, but Wood Elves are close enough to beastmen for this campaign. Rebellion. Oh yeah, that's where we just got attacked. So the Wood Elves are going to be around here somewhere. We're going to go back into Telepine. That hopefully has enough military to prevent a rebellion. Yes, it does. And if they attack again, it'll be another siege battle, even though the walls are damaged. That's okay.
Engineer.
Okay, you're going to keep chasing this guy wherever he's going, and he's great against fighting the undead, so we'll have you go after this. Yep, so you keep going that way. Adrian Hoven. Oh, you can actually make it to Castle Templehof. Let's colonize that before the vampires do. Because it got raised, unfortunately, by Azag.
Yes, my lord.
Otherwise, that would have been probably a tier 3 or 4 settlement for us to take.
Bring me to my men.
Yeah, I'm going to let Lord Voss deal with these guys. Oh, we can actually make it to Castle Drakenhof this turn.
Your orders,
To the provinces.
Cool.
sir. Drill.
So, do we want to take Drakenhof this turn? It's almost tier 5.
Is it time?
We'll take Oakenhammer first. Nah, we'll take Castle Drakenhof. I was thinking maybe we'll do a big brain move and let it get a tier 5 first, because then when we occupy it, it'll be tier 4 instead of tier 3, but... Low casualties. Let's fight this one just to reduce it, since Vlad is going to be nearby. Well, France leads our attack on Castle Drakenhof. We are here to take Vlad's capital. It's our first battle where all of our entire melee infantry is actually Imperial foot. 2 units of halberds, 2 swords with shields, and a unit of great swords. Our steam tank just going to be targeting the gatehouse. Hopefully we can, oh, just barely missed that shot, trying to hit those grave guard. We want to get that gate down as soon as possible, though. The steam tank's shots will wreck it. Yeah, look at that. Basically, every shot does like a quarter of its health. On this side, we have our cavalry being led by Theodore Bruckner. We have Reichsguard, but we also have the Knights of the Red Griffin. These are the regiment of renown of the Knights Griffin. They have gold shields, bonus infantry, and they're pretty fast, but most important, if their leadership starts getting low, they become unbreakable and they can't move, so they basically fight to the death. Knights of the Fireheart, these guys also are more leadership based. They are unbreakable and get really good leadership if our lord is still alive, but their leadership is going down. So basically, both those guys are really good at holding the line, which is great for Call of France, because we usually have some pretty close battles. But Jade Wizard coming in, Call of France did get some early attacks on the Graveguard who were on the wall, but they did manage to escape with a few other guys still alive. But Suit Sun's guns, these are our regiment, or not regiment, our Electric Count State troops for mortars. They do not do friendly fire, so we're actually going to let them go ham, try to get these other Graveguard. Carl France is going to try to tie these guys down while our Imperial Foot with Great Swords come to fight the Graveguard. This is going to be a great matchup for our guys. They have really high armor piercing and bonus for infantry and large actually from Carl France. But they can do very well. Very good matchup on our part. And our Jade Wizard just providing some heals because some units have started to come in. We do decide to throw down Awakening the Wood right there. Oh no, Dwellers Below, sorry. Trying to kill these skeleton warriors. We do avoid our Imperial Greatswords, but we're going to try to damage this skeleton infantry. Black Knights coming in, along with a Varghul. Can be very, very nasty. These guys are the big gorillas, as Turn likes to call them if you watch any multiplayer, and it's going to go right after our steam tank. It's actually a great matchup for it. It does lots of armor piercing. It can get through our defenses. So Carl France is going to try to help him out. Jabal Falk flying overhead, try to get some shots off as well. We have moved our crossbows and handgunners, trying to get them on top so we can start to shoot down from the walls. Warrior Priest leading this flank of the Imperial Greatswords, trying to get through these skeleton spearmen. But it looks like the vampires have concentrated most of their forces on this flank. We did send our cavalry around to try to get some flanking maneuvers once we get through the gates. They have left a unit for Great Guard and one back here as well, which is kind of a mistake, but We are just pulverizing the Vampire Cat Infantry. Black Knights themselves also going to go down. Steam Tank trying to get a one-on-one battle with his Vargulf, but not a great matchup for it, so we did take some damage, but we threw down a regrowth. Since it got down to actually, probably took down a quarter of its HP from that Vargulf, but gonna try to focus fire down on the Vargulf now. Carl Franz, if you can get Calmer as active, gets huge bonus versus large, along with a lot of damage increase. Have our Witch Hunter shooting at it as well. Vampires don't really have a lot to offer us in this battle, but we're just doing it to try to minimize our casualties, because we have some other battles probably afterwards, especially if the Greenskins declare war on us. We have Azag right above us, in Waldenhof, I believe. But our cavalry being a little bit slow getting through the gates here, only about a quarter of the way over here, but Theodore Bruckner does quite a bit more damage, so we're about a quarter of the way through. But Warrior Priest, 29 kills, not too much, but he's been providing good support for our Imperial Foot. Big Soulfire coming down, but those guys are probably going to die before it even hits the ground. Yep. Steam Tank coming in for another charge. 125 kills, help out those Imperial Foot. Vargulf did finally go down with the combination of range firepower and Galmaraz. But they did send one unit of Graveguard. Hold this gate, but we'll see if they actually get to do anything. We have defeated pretty much the entire garrison, so not a lot holding their balance of power still up. So Carl Franz is going to go after these Crypt Ghouls. They are the closest unit available. While these Skeleton Warriors are crumbling due to the might of the Imperial Foot and the Steam Tank. Gets its directional shield, which doesn't matter for this battle, but they can actually deflect artillery, which is really cool. Actually, if you get, it's only a gold shield right now, but if you get the technology later on, it can actually deflect artillery, which is pretty sweet. But Carl Franz trying to do some damage. He's going to go after those Crypt Ghouls. But I think the garrison's just going to give up. We just barely broke through the gates on the far side with Theodore Bruckner, but they've started to disintegrate. Once we get a little bit closer, their leadership will give up the ghost. Ha! Give up the ghost, talking about vampires and the undead. Yeah, nothing to give us, unfortunately. Pretty quick battle for us. Yep, pretty easy battle, but minimize our casualties. Want to keep... Ooh... I want to keep Castle Drakenhof at a high level, but 17,000 is pretty hard to resist, so it'll get built up eventually, so I'll take the money. Let's get its... Okay, it already has its gold mine built. Let's get a garrison going, and... money production. That takes a turn to be built. This takes 2 turns. This is going to help us deal with a possible rebellion too. And I don't need to repair this right away. I'll wait till it comes down in price a little bit. Schwarzhofen should be safe though, so let's build this. Lord Voss, let's have you march. That way you occupy the settlement. We get even further boost to control. I'm scared about Skarsnik. I feel like he's going to be a problem eventually. Okay, this is 6,400 for Middenheim. We need 2 more turns to be able to get it to tier 5. So let's build this landmark in the meantime, and let's also upgrade our Fiery Heart headquarters. And that feels like okay. I don't think I need this anymore, because we're not really recruiting a lot locally with here. Yeah, so we can get rid of that. That'll make room for something else. So we can get a Battle Wizard next turn too. Bellicor might wipe out... Most likely he'll wipe out Corone this turn. But keep chasing. He might not be able to get away because he's in a corner. Hopefully he can't retreat from that. Oh, come on, game. He couldn't get around me. Okay, keep chasing him. Elspeth. Yeah, we'll watch out in case they come. Oh, actually, he's coming down this way. I did not see that. Okay, Wrecker's Point did just barely get upgraded. But I think he's actually Fort Solus gets part of a pretty good garrison because of the landmark. So he might be coming for Rat Rock. If he wants to come after Fort Solus, that's okay. We just got to be able to deal with these guys. Once we deal with that other army, then he can come in and help defend. I don't quite remember what this engineer was going to do, though. This one I know is definitely coming down. Oh, this one was going to join the other army up there. That's right. Or Boris. No, it was Boris.
Not yet. It is time.
But we have Sylvania now. Because what do they get? They get Fear and Terror. Let's do this guy.
As you say, sir.
And Averland. Or Solent, sorry. Solent is the one that gets reduced upkeep for crossbows. We'll figure out once we have some more lords.
The nation calls. Exponent of industry.
Raise Sigma.
So that should give us access to pretty much all of our account state troops. The only one that is left is the Knights of the Everlasting Light, which is the one we actually want the most. But where did that Beastman army go? Let's see if I can spot them. Oh, maybe they got wiped out. Oh, they must have got wiped out by the vampires. Come on, no. I need one more battle against Beastmen. You start boosting income. Theodore Bruckner. A couple more melee defense.
I will not.
That should be the last little bit of Vlad. We just have to take these settlements.
I will marshal the band.
Okay. Marcus.
Position is eager.
Oh, we need to give you some more units so you can make it here next turn. Except for I just spent all of our money. Okay, oh, that's almost done actually. Where's Castle Drakenhof? Cancel this. Because we need units here. Let's get both of the Nordlands Marauders, Eldred's Guard. Knights of Moor cause terror, but that's not super effective against Khorne. The Stubborn Bulls, though, that might be okay. They're immune to psychology. They have lots of armor piercing. Sure.
Okay. I've got your backs. So
Your steam tank. Ooh, sack it for 5,000. Yes, please. Our steam tanks are liking to take a lot of damage, though. And auto resolve. Let's get that last point so we get that ward save for the steam tanks. Ward save for our witch hunter. Okay, let's start going for missile strength now. Defense, and we're almost to where we can get. Oh, we can get Zufar Pounders this turn. Sweet.
Fearless.
Can we tax this again? Yes, we should be able to, which is great because that's a big boost in income. Is there any place that we're not taxing right now? I should switch these over to give us more trade resources, actually, if I can. Because they haven't been attacked in a while, and I'm not worried about defending them. More time might be safe now. Yeah, it should be safe now. Let's have it start producing some money. Leechburg, where Blighted Towers is actually probably safe, and that has a landmark, so we'll use our growth there. Feildorf, Steingart. I just want to boost my economy as much as I can. Roll this. Okay, are there any knights that we haven't really tried using yet? I think we have some knights in Carmine. Knights Panther we'll get more of, which I should get some while this guy is around, but... Per gig. Let's get more growth there. Imperial Decrees. Commendation. Let's give the extra experience to... Needs to be leveled up quite a bit. So what? How? You're level 42, 19, 28, 7, 4. Let's do Boris, actually.
What does the Emperor bid?
Okay, let's get some red line. Yeah, let's get some red line skills for our halberdiers, since we are going to be fighting wood elves. We can confederate another faction in 2 turns, but it does go up by 500 every time we use it. Siegfried, is Siegfried back? After being wounded? Yes, he is back. Okay.
To the provinces? Who called?
Let's actually switch. I know we want Boris over here to level up a little bit, but I'm going to actually switch in Siegfried because he gives flying attacks to his entire army, which is going to be fantastic against the Wood Elves.
Yes, a sound plan.
No finer schematics.
And let's look through our diplomacy and then our items real fast.
I am invincible.
Hey, yeah, let's look through that.
Dark Lady of Narn.
Okay, Tulane Pavis is really bad, so let's merge that with the Imperial Shield. Okay, a bunch of these are bad too. Ooh, the Armor of Meteoric Iron is really good. Potion of Strength is not bad if it's on a character that we need to do a lot of damage with. But I'm just going to hope for something better, though. Blast Cleaver, that's not bad. Those are all pretty good. Obsidian Amulets are kind of bad for spell resist. Some of these. Tormentor Sword is actually a really good common item. So we want to keep that one around. Outrider's Handgun. Plus 20% armor-piercing missile damage. Let's put that on Jabal Falk. Oh no, never mind. He has his special one. Which reminds me, let's switch him back over to his Steam Tank. Okay, the Ranger's Axe and Asp Bow are not great. Let's reset the categories so everything appears in the right place. Potion of Healing. Okay, Hunter's Talon, that's not bad.
Is it time? Praise Sigma. Yes. What does the Emperor bid?
Got a few good armor items now. Call France already has the Trickster's Helm. This gives slightly more melee defense. The Armor of Meteoric Iron gives more armor. I think melee defense is better, actually. So, let's do it on our Warrior Priest. He has a lot of armor already.
The nation calls.
Let's stick it on our Jade Wizard, actually. Because we do get him into melee a little bit.
Who called?
But Adrian Hoven, let's give you a really good item.
The Empire.
As well, what are your items? You get the Standard of the White Wolf, which you already have. Stormhammer. Cool. And you get a Talisman. Yes, you'll be great for that. Glittering Scales is actually a really good item for common, but the Enchanted Shields are not. So let's give you the Talisman endurance, actually, since you're a lord. Sort of strife, sort of anti-heroes, what you don't want to use. Trickster's Helm, another great item. Okay, Outrider's handgun. You stick that on Kalara? That'll be great for you. Tormentor Sword, let's put that on Roderick Langui. Oh, you have Goblin Bane right now. That's actually good on you.
The nation calls.
We have a lot of these good melee items.
The Empire.
You have Warrior Bane, which we don't need right now to fight Undead, so let's give you a better item. Grudge Settler. Reduces enemy leadership. That's pretty great in Karl Franz's army all the time. Okay. Witch Hunter. Glittering Skulls is great for you, though, because you are usually near allied units. Stonebreaker gives self melee attack and armor sundering. I don't want that. Oh, I always forget about this one, Death Singer. That gives regeneration, frenzy, and death blow.
I will marshal the band.
Give that to you, actually. We'll stick the other rune thing on someone else. You've got a good item. You do not. Talisman. I think we had one more ward save item. Yep. All right, now it's basically just down to weapons. So
By the comet.
For Nuln's ends.
check and
Wielder
oh,
of
go
the
check and
pale
Felix. Actually,
side.
should get good items.
The graveyard rose.
Felix.
Amethyst Guardian.
Go check and get a casting item. That must be a conflict with one of the mods. Weapons. Need to give stuff to people who need it. Let's give you one. Mother's Ruin. Sure. Giant's Blade.
Marcus Wolfhart. Unflinching.
To the provinces.
Actually, we'll do it on the Warrior Priest instead. Okay. Sort of anti-heroes. That's normally a pretty good item, but... Ooh, Armored Meteor Iron.
Lady of Shaiish. For Verena and Nuln.
The nation calls.
Sorry, this is taking a little bit, but it's important to actually get through this stuff.
Gifted Tinkerer. Ragtaggers. Marcus
I
Wolfhart.
think almost everyone has a magic weapon,
Yes, my lord.
Von Draken.
except for you guys. Brass Cleaver is actually not terrible on an engineer,
Dark Lady of
since they're
Nuln.
usually nearby enemy
What?
units.
By the comet.
Okay.
Bring me to my men.
Let's hope for something better. Help of Discord, sure. We needed more armor items
Lord
anyway.
Light Progress.
Okay. And
Wielder of the pale scythe.
get through all those.
They
Let's
call
end the turn, see what happens. We've almost got the entire empire back under our control. The only thing I might be worried about now, I think, is the Greenskins and Be'lakor. But we should check diplomacy once again to see if the High Elves are back in favor to where they will trade with us once again. But it looks like Belagor is actually doing a pretty good job of fighting Skarsnik.
Speak. I will.
She's probably going to retreat. Yeah. Oh, she actually goes up to the Wolfenburg. Ah, that's bad, because that doesn't have a garrison, because I didn't think it was going to get attacked. How did she move so fast, though? Because she sacked that the turn before, had the movement range to come all the way back up here. Won't come this way. Crone is gone! And you're still leading another army down here? Okay, they're going after Rat Rock.
Shaiish blows me
They want to come down all the way and try to fight me there. I'm fine with that. Pale Sisters has been raised, though, which is nice, because that's the last settlement we needed in that province. But the stuff is looking a bit scarier now that Bellicor is over here, so I'm actually going to build the Landmarker Ubersreich, and we need to get some more casters now that we have some... Oh, we still don't have an empty slot? Oh, it only boosts recruit rank because we had already inherited their battle wizards. Yeah, that's not great. Okay, well, it's the best we can do right now.
What does the Emperor
We'll try to see if we can finish off Sylvania.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, we have full control of that now. Okay,
Yes.
Karl Franz takes Zufbar since that's the fortress. Probably can sack this for not a whole lot, but better than nothing.
I am Franz. They will obey. Men, we must attack. I am Prince and Emperor.
Okay, you'll move up against... Oh, you can't take that this turn. That's unfortunate. Well, you'll come out in encampment stance. We'll have these guys come join your army.
get training? They'll be marching, all right. Direct me.
Genius.
You'll come up this way to scout the Wood Elves. I expect Bellicor to declare war on us.
Question me.
Let's look through diplomacy real fast before I forget, though. Yes!
The Phoenix Court.
Oh, I always forget about that, that it affects the other likelihood of getting the other stuff. That's okay, though. Because we wanted to get in the good graces of the High Elves once again.
Marcus, Wolfhard.
Well, that seems like a great spot to end episode 16, guys. We'll pick it up right after this and continue our fun wars, actually. Have a great day, guys.